Miles, would you mind posting the poll results, please? Let's see here. So we have 34% of folks said they're considering AI for drug discovery, 80% process optimization and control, 7.7% real-time monitoring, 73% automated data processing and analysis, 38.5 quality control, 11. So majority of people are considering AI and ML for process optimization and control. Are you surprised by that? Would you like to speak to that at all, that result?
So
yeah, I can go first.
And this is what Tushar has been doing for years, for decades. Right? So, yeah.
I'm quite happy to see that, actually, yes.
Yeah. And Tuche, when we're talking about, this could be a perfect segue into this question about regulatory concerns. When we're talking about control and process optimization, and you have adopted new technology, how do you know that your manufacturing process is in control? How do you demonstrate that it's in a state of control when you're using these kind of new age technologies like AI?
Yeah, it's important to show that the process is in state of control and we maintain the state of control. Now, well, we have different answers for different technologies. For example, for batch-based manufacturing, biomanufacturing, we already have gold standard techniques like process analytical technologies, statistical control, theory, current good manufacturing practices, ICH guidelines. So we already have well-established industry guidelines. But now the challenge becomes when we adapt to new technologies. For example, when we switch to continuous biomanufacturing eventually, then it's a whole different story. And we have to readapt and rethink about all these well-established industry standards. And this is where AI and operations research can really help.
Thank you. Dean, Ting Long, anyone want to add to that? Oops, sorry.
Go ahead, Ting Long.
Oh, go ahead, Dean. I was going to say that you know more than I do on biomanufacturing. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yes. I'm not surprised. Process optimization is first on the list because although the application or value is more from an AI at the process optimization because there's a lot of data coming out of this process, right? The temperature, pH, how the cells behave, how the media is impacting the manufacturing, and several data. But this is where AI can help us collect the data and then from batch to batch, understand the variation and predictively analyze what changes has to be applied to avoid any variability and increase the efficiency and productivity. But on the other hand, there's also, you have to be really careful because not all this data, although it's a hard data, but there needs to be a combination of human AI collaboration because you cannot give a complete control on AI because the data is all historical data. But as I always keep bringing the point with regard to the biomanufacturing, there's always a complexity with regard to the hidden factor of biological system. Always the biological system kind of behaves sometimes in a different way that nobody can understand. And that's when human come in and based on his subject matter expertise can make the changes necessary for that. So in the end, I would just say that just AI alone cannot resolve this process, but at the combination of AI, human intervention would help make the optimization phase really very favorable for the manufacturing space.
Thank you, Dean. Ting Long, did you want to add to that?
Well, I'm smiling because just you use the word control. I think the control means different things to field experts than outsiders. It reminds me of recently, so Yuval Noah Harari gave this interview, he uses the term, he said, never summon a power you can't control. Obviously, he was referring to the frightening potential of AI, but that's probably AI. I don't think it's going to happen this year or this month or this week or today, but it's slightly different. But I think something similar going on here is that we are going to see, regardless of what we say, we're saying that we need to have a human in the loop. We're going to have human expertise here. Reality is, as factories, as facilities adopt AI, it's almost inevitable. There's going to be loss of human expertise. So we have to be very, very careful about that in preserving, the human expertise, make sure human oversight is there.
Thank you. Tuğçe, anything you'd like to add there before we move forward here?
Yeah, maybe I just want to add that we recently talked about big data, but I just want to clarify, we can also use AI when we have limited data and maybe even no data. So there's this perception that AI requires a lot of data, but that's not always true. AI can also help make better decisions, better prediction models in the presence of small data. So AI implementation should not be really restricted with the size of the data.